And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. Let's go.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Second down, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Let's go, let's go.
Jameis now on first down. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a big start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Going deep here for Landry. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So out come the Bucs now.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Ready? Hey, stop. Let's go. Green, triple C. Let's go. Watch for the foul, John.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Green's got it over the middle. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now Jameis on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They run again with Hyde on first. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now it's Taylor. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, a run with Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. On third down, Taylor. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from the other kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, it's time to play. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, triple C. 5 on the 50.
From the gun, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On third down, Winston. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. On second down, Hyde. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. This is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll give to Hyde. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Carlos Hyde, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
A first down throw for Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is...
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Taylor now off the bootleg. Going left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. They'll throw on first down with Taylor fighting through. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come.
Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
Following the interception, Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Winston now. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Again, it's Winston. Complete. He finds Brady. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Winston now to throw on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi able to get him for a loss of about 3. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now they run with Sims. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in city.
And Sims lost it. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And a first carry now for Hyde. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They got the ball free in the backfield.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second down, Winston. And caught right side, Green. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He finds Humphries. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
No, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Taylor to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Taylor now to throw on third down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Landry that time. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Let's go now. Hey, sub. Let's go. Sub. Let's go. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And Brate has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Buccaneer first, Winston to Brate.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the gun, Winston. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Jameis now on first down. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he slides to avoid the hit. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, Winston. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Sonny, let's go. It's time to play.
To throw is Winston. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Hey, sub.
Throwing, Winston. And he's going to go down again. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They start the drive with Hyde. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. They run it again with Hyde. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Handoff comes to Hyde. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chris Conte. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Hyde. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Noah Spence in on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body load. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw, Winston. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line. The first down throw for Winston. And that's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. That'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time, because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The 2nd down throw for Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Landry. And got his man complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Taylor. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd and goal, Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go. Hey, let's go. Watch for the foul, Pat.
Sims. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Charles Sims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Taylor hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll run it again with Sims. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Winston. He finds Humphries. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Buccaneer first down as Winston hooks up with Humphries.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Winston now. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so that's not mission accomplished. It's darn close.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The first pick of M.J. Stewart's career. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Landry the intended target. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Winston now from the 50. He's going to float this one deep right side. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They pitch it out to Hyde. Oh, fighting off the defender. Hyde a first down and more. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Hyde. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Taylor on target to Gordon for a Cleveland first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now high. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taylor forced out to his left. Caught on the slant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have a full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, Winston. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Landry now on the return. Landry, agile footwork. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The toss play. This is high. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Green, 39.
Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's high. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Browns on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a run with Hyde. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. Flush. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in,